Can you hear me okay, Jace?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's good. I have to wear a mask because I'm not in my room, so. All right, so what we're gonna do today is I have two kind of activities I'm gonna do with you.
Okay.
The first one, we're gonna do some work with idioms. And the second one, we're gonna kind of like be a narrator. All right? So the first one is gonna be some idioms. Do you know what an idiom is, or have you heard about it before?
Yeah, we were working on that in class.
Ooh, so perfect. It's like hopefully like a recap for you.
Yep.
So what can you tell me
We're doing
about?
a chapter review, so
Nice.
it's like a
So what can you?
because we're doing it tomorrow.
Ooh, really? So this is perfect.
Yep.
All right. So what can you tell me about idioms then?
Oh, well, they're not literal. They're what's the word? trying to think. Like they're a sentence that doesn't mean what it says.
Yeah.
It's like it's raining cats and dogs. It's not actually
Perfect.
cats and dogs falling from the sky. It's like just it's raining really hard.
Perfect. That's a great example. I was actually going to talk about that a little bit too. So I'm glad that you know a little bit about it. So like an example would also be like kick the bucket, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's when someone passes away, like, hey, they kicked the bucket. Like that kind of just is out there. Like they didn't literally just kick a bucket. But all right, so what I have here is some examples. And so I'm gonna kind of walk through like what I want you to do a little later on. So like for this first one, can you read this?
Yeah.
All right, what does it say?
Let the cat out of the bag.
All right. So have you worked with this one in your class yet?
Not really, but I think I've heard of it before.
All right, so what do you think it is?
Like letting a secret out, kind of.
Yeah, that's a good example. So letting the cat out of the bag is just letting kind of a secret spill. So like if I knew that you really just like soccer, but you're playing football just because your friends play football, like, and then I tell someone, like, there's the secret let out. So you said this would be like letting out a secret. That's a good definition for it. So now over here in this little space, I'm gonna draw a picture of it. So bear with me. So this is the bag. All right, that's the, I guess this would probably be it, like that, and then the cat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's some good stuff right there, right? So you're letting the cat out of the bag. So the next one is cool as a cucumber. So this one is kind of like you're not cool as a cucumber. It's just like you're calm and collected, like under pressure. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put calm under pressure. And so the picture for this, I'll just probably draw as my cucumber. And then I'll put them in sunglasses, right? Cool as a cucumber, right? Yeah. All right. So those are kind of two examples of like what we're going to be working with. So what I want us to do is work on this one together. So this bottom one, can you read it out loud for me?
I am all ears.
I'm all ears. So with this one, you obviously can't be all ears, right?
Obviously. That
Obviously.
Kind of creepy.
Exactly. So what do you think this actually means?
That you're listening very closely.
Yeah. So what I'm going to write is you're giving someone your full attention, right?
Yeah.
So put giving someone attention. All right, so help me figure out a picture that I could draw for this. I'm gonna get down on the quick. So what do you think I should draw? That
I
kind
don't
of
know, a
describes it.
person that is made out of ears.
To
Like
draw.
their head's an ear, their ears are ears.
All right, so I got eyes, mouth. They got 2 ears, and then you said like they have a bunch of
Just
ears.
like ears everywhere.
Ears everywhere. There we go. Kind of looks like an alien a little bit. We'll give them an ear right there, right there, right there. Kind of looks like muscles there. It's like that?
Yeah.
Yeah? There. So that's a good example. So this is kind of what I'm going to have you go through and do a little bit. I saw you had a little notebook there, right?
Mhm.
All right, so we're going to get that into good use. So what I want you to do is I have a list over here. Hold on, I'm going to pull the table a little bit so you can see. We're going to get this out the way. Trying to make do. Can you see the red list?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, so this is the list that I'm going to have you work with. And I want you to choose 3 of them. All right?
Yeah.
Can you read them, or do you want me to read some?
I can read them.
All right. So in your notebook, I want you to write down 3 of them, kind of space them out like we did before. And then I want you to write it, and then draw a picture for it, and then write the definition
Okay.
of what you think it is. You just got to choose 3 this time, and then we'll do something after that. I'll give you some time to work. How's it all coming?
I just need to draw the picture for the last one.
All right, sweet. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay. Okay, I'm done.
You all done? All right, so what 3 did you use?
I used cost an arm and a leg.
All right,
I used piece of cake and call it a day.
call it a day. Sweet. All right, so what'd you draw for call it a day?
I didn't really know what to draw, so I just drew a phone and wrote next to it that, and I wrote, like I drew a sun next to it,
Yeah.
or no, not a sun, a moon next to it, and it was calling the sun, which was on the other side of the phone.
Okay. Yeah,
So
no, that's
like
good.
calling day.
Yeah, calling it a day. Sweet. Well, that's a good way of doing it. I didn't think about it that way. So what did you write for a definition for that it costs an arm and a leg? What'd you put for a description for that?
Like it costs a lot.
Costs a lot. Good job. All right. So underneath all those, what I want you to do is I want you to take another one, just one of them, and then do the process again. And then we're gonna walk through it all and see what you did. All right.
Like
Just do one.
another,
Yep. Just do one more that you haven't done. So like the piece of
Okay.
cake, and then call it a day. And this one. I don't know if you can see. I kind of scribbled it up. So you have
Okay.
just choose one more to do, and then we'll kind of share out after
Okay.
get done with it.
Okay, I'm done.
You all done? All right. What one did you choose for your last one?
In the same boat.
In the same boat. Why did you choose that one?
Because it's a pretty basic one.
Yeah. What does it mean?
It means that, like couldn't really use another idiom. You're having empathy for someone.
Okay. Yeah. Because you guys are kind of in the same situation.
Mhm.
All right.
We
what-
were also working on empathy in class. So.
Really? Look at you go. Well, good thing you got to review a little bit.
Mhm.
What did you draw for in the same boat? What picture did you
I
put?
drew a boat with 2 people in it.
Perfect. That's a good way of putting it. All right. Well, that's it for the first activity. Now,
Okay.
the second one, I'm gonna kind of get this set up. We won't have to use the whiteboard or anything. I'm gonna actually have to share a screen with you.
Okay.
So we'll try to figure this out quick. You had fun at football though?
Yeah.
That's good.
Made a good play for the touchdown too.
Yeah.
There's a chair out.
Ooh. Was one of your friends playing defense on you?
It was actually 5th graders versus 6th graders, and it was 36-7, but
So you scored the one touchdown.
I scored the 1 touchdown, then we got the extra point.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're gonna work on. Have you ever created a story before?
Yeah, actually in school, whenever we get free journaling time, I'm making a story. I'm writing a story about a guy my age going to a new school.
Really? That's actually really cool.
Mhm.
so you're gonna hopefully like this activity a little bit. So you know kind of what it's like to be a narrator?
Mhm.
All right.
Like third person, first person,
Yeah, yep.
second person, like just narrating things.
Yeah.
I know. I
That's
get
good.
it.
All right, so what we're gonna kind of do with this activity is we're gonna work with like kind of creating a story, but I'm gonna like put up the picture. I'm gonna share my screen. You're gonna get a picture, and then I want you to kind of write a story. I'll do an example first, then we can work through one. Then I'll give you some time to work
Okay.
on a few of them. So I tried to find some pretty cool pictures, or interesting pictures, I guess, for you.
Yeah.
So let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, perfect. So this is going to be the first picture. Can you kind of see that?
Yeah.
Awesome. So for this picture, I'll do this as my example. I'll kind of tell you what went through my head and how I thought about it. So in the picture, we have a dog that's just like Clifford size, running at a
That's what I
person.
thought of too.
Yeah. And it looks like they're on the beach because you can see the waves in the background. It's pretty sunny out. And so what I kind of did for this was I thought, well, I got two characters in the picture. So I named the person, his name is Jake. And then the dog's name is Ralph. So what I did, like my little story for it, is I said, Jake and his dog Ralph went on a walk on the beach. Jake was walking around and realized that Ralph was digging about 20 feet away from him. So for watching him for a little bit, then Ralph grabbed something out of the ground in his mouth and then ate it. And then all of a sudden, Ralph grew to almost 20 times his size. As Jake watched him, he kind of became scared a little bit and started running away. But then Jake running away made Ralph get scared of whatever Jake was running away from, which was actually just Ralph. But then that made Ralph start running after him because he's his owner. And that's kind of what I had for the story. Like kind of the,
I think I have an idea of what I
Yeah.
can do.
yeah. And we'll work with one in just a quick second here. So I'm gonna scroll down. So this is the second picture. So on your notebook, we're gonna kind of work together on this one and kind of make up a story to kind of go along with the picture. So how many characters do you see that we could add into this picture?
I would say we would do two main characters and then maybe just a third one that would be like in the background, just say a couple sentences.
Okay. And all we really need to do is probably, 5 sentences to 8 sentences is perfectly fine
Not
for
a lot,
just a
yeah.
short little story. So where do you think you want to start the story? Let's start with the names.
The giraffe, I feel like should be named Gerald because
Gerald.
I just think that's a good name for a giraffe.
I think that works perfectly. So we got Gerald the giraffe. Then who's the boy?
And then, Kian.
Keenan.
I don't know. I just thought of a random name.
All right. No, that's good. So let's write that down quick. Just kind of jot a little note down. Just grab my phone quick. All right. So how do you want the story to start? We could do.
Well, okay. I think I might want it to start that he's on the bus with his friends going on a school field trip.
Okay. Awesome. So how are you gonna start that? How would we start making up that kind of setting?
I don't know.
Maybe start him
Maybe
like
we
coming
could
off of the
just-
bus. So he's walking into the zoo.
Okay.
Does he see the giraffes right away, or is he kind of walking for a little bit?
You could say, as Kian was getting off the bus,
Okay, perfect.
and walking into the zoo for his school field trip, he was looking at the animals. The
Awesome.
first animal he saw was the gorillas. Then he saw the monkeys. And then he saw his favorite animal, the giraffe.
Nice. I like
He
that.
went over to the giraffes and he saw that he could get leaves to feed them. So he got one. And then
Is he feeding him the leaf at the end?
then he was kind of scared, but he went over to the giraffe and he fed the giraffe.
Awesome. So maybe Gerald the giraffe, maybe they put his name on the name tag that they have, those
Yeah.
little like
Well, we could
information
just refer
sites.
to him as Gerald.
Yeah.
Or we could put something in there that he saw that the name was Gerald.
Yeah. No, I think that's perfect. I think that's a good example of kind of going through the process. All right.
All the
What do you have so far?
I have written down, as Kian was getting off the bus, he was looking at the animals and he saw the gorillas and the monkeys and then he saw the giraffes.
Perfect. I'll let you finish it up quick and then you let me know when you're done writing it down a little bit. Did we decide on how we knew his name was Gerald, the giraffe?
Yeah, Gerald.
All right.
Okay, I think I'm done.
You're all done? All right. So then we'll move on to the next one. This one I'm going to let you do
Okay.
independently. All right?
Okay.
So I'll just give you some work time, kind of brainstorm a little bit. Can you see the picture all right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'll just give you a little bit of time. Maybe I'll check in with you in a few minutes, but right around 8 o'clock, we'll kind of check base with you. All right?
Okay.
And if you finish beforehand, you just let me know, all right?
Okay. Okay, I'm done.
You all done?
Mhm.
Awesome. Can I hear what you wrote?
Yeah. So, okay. As a zoo worker was grabbing a load of food for Gerald the giraffe, a monkey named Chip escaped and was chasing him down the street. The worker was running as fast as he could, and Chip grabbed a bunch of the food for Gerald. And he ran away with it into the trees. As the worker was getting into his car, he saw the monkey eating all the food.
Awesome. It's a cool little
Because
story.
I saw the car and the trees in the background.
Yeah, no, that's good. Good job using the environment with the story, too.
And I used Gerald.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't expect you'd bring Gerald back. Thought he was long gone. All right, so since you got some practice with that, you kind of getting a feel for what we're kind of doing here?
Yeah.
All right, so there's one more picture I want you to do this for. All right?
Okay.
So I'll
Yeah.
show you the last picture.
Ooh, I have an idea already.
Ooh, that's good. All right, so I'm going to give you a little more time again. I'll give you a few minutes, and then I'll check in with you. But if you finish beforehand or before I say anything, just let me know. all done?
Mhm.
All right. Can you tell me the story that you put along with this picture?
Yes, I can. Jack was going on a camping trip on his safari adventure and set his tent. He was done sitting down. Then, out of nowhere, Les the lion came and gave him the fright of his life. He ran and was never seen again.
I think that's an awesome story. Good job. So, what do you think went well? Like when you were making up the stories for this one and the past one?
I think making the ideas was really easy because the pictures, well, for me it was easy because I have a good imagination and the pictures are fairly easy to like see that there's an obvious thing
Yeah.
in the middle of it, and then there's some not so noticeable things in the background.
Yeah. Good job. Did you think anything was really difficult or?
Not
any troubles
really.
trying to think
I
of
mean,
anything?
making up the story was pretty easy.
That's good. All right. What one was your favorite story?
I think either the last one or the second one.
The second one?
The last one
Like
and
the-
the second one. I like the last one and the second one.
With the
About-
one with Gerald?
The one with. I liked all of them, honestly.
All of them? All
It was
right.
fun. I like writing.
Awesome.
It's
Well, that's
okay.
it for the day.
Okay.
So, everything's all done and over with. You did all the activities, so
Okay.